Alright, this is a video of the akai force, where I will show you how you can use the crossfader in combination with macros to select which drum parts you want. So here's a drum part. So that drum fill at the end, I only want that to happen when I want it to happen, not at every time at the end of the loop. Also, I want to control when those hi-hats are going to be in and audible. So if I press Shift Mixer while being on the drum kit, you'll see usually the volumes of everything, and you can go to I/O, and then here you see audio out, and here you can control where the audio is actually going to go to. So the hi-hats are these. So I put these in sub 2, which means submix. So this goes to a separate mixer, as it were. This one too. And then for the ones for the fills, like the splash, I'm gonna put those in submix 1. Alright, I think I've got them all. Then you go to Menu, Macros, and here you can already see I set this up. I assume you know how macros work roughly. Basically, you just press the plus button here, and then you can add whatever you want. In this case, I added here submix, and then you can choose one of the submixes. So that's what I did here at the A side and at the B side. So let's start with the B side. You see submix 1 over here, and I set it up over here, which you can always review by pressing this over here, that what I'm doing with the crossfader only starts happening at 55%. So usually this is on 0, and then once you start moving from the left to the right, it immediately increases in volume. But I don't want that to happen. I only want that to happen when I get past the halfway point. So I put it at 55%. 55, because then the absolute middle, the 50% mark, is a little bit of, like a dead zone. There's a little bit of room for, a little bit of wiggle room, as it were. And then the perimeter change itself goes from infinity, minus infinity, which is like no sound whatsoever, to approximately 0 dB. And you've heard how that sounds like. And then on the A side, I basically do the same thing, but instead of starting at 55% at 100, I start at 26% and only get as far as 45%, which you can see. So here nothing is happening, and afterwards also nothing is changing. So it's only from 26% to 45% that the volume increases. So here you control what happens to submix 2, which is, remember, the hi-hats. So in this way, you can have your basic beat like this, slowly increase the amount of hi-hats, and then go all the way to the right for the fill. And remember, that sounds like this. So increase the hi-hats, and then you can go for the fill here. Hey, hear that one? Forgot one. So Shift Mixer. This one should go to sub 1 as well. No, let's try again. See nothing? Let's see, go to the macros. So first A. Here are the hi-hats, and B, nothing is happening, and fill. Now, the more astute among you will go like, but that means that if this is all the way to the left, you can't use the hi-hats or all the parts involved with the fill if the crossfader is over here, which is true. I'm pressing this, the crash right now, but you don't hear it until. But wait. So what I do after I figured out what I want to happen, I'm also fine with the hi-hats being this way. I like fading them in this way, so that's completely fine with me. However, with the fill, this is a bit of an issue. So what I do is I go to menu, I go to sampler, and over here the left top side I choose which I want to sample. In this case, left or right stereo. So I'm going to sample the actual fill itself. Now, because it's I'm using submixes, I can actually mute, as you can see here. I can mute the kit itself, and you won't hear anything, except when I start sliding in the submixes, the hi-hats and the fills. Now I only want to sample the fills, so I'm gonna leave the hi-hat out of it and just gonna, well, basically I'm just gonna mute it, the hi-hats. Okay, the hi-hats are muted now. You can see that here. And yeah, and I'm gonna sample it. Sampler, arm it, make sure it's all the way to the right, press play. Press stop. I ring out for a bit and stop. Now you can assign it to a pad, and now I want to assign it to C, because C is the pads that are above where usually the drum pad is. And I already did it, and already shortened it in a way that works timing wise. So I'm going to discard it for now, but normally you just keep and you edit and make sure it fits all of that. So now I'm gonna play like the sample. There you go. Now I go to shift mixer. I can reset all of these. Let's all go to track. Track. Oh, of course I messed with the hi-hats. There's the back to sub 2. But yeah, everything involved with the drum fill itself is all back to track now. Now the problem is, of course, that now you hear everything double. So you have to remove the drum fills in the step sequences. Like over here, this is approximately the drum fill. You'll have to remove that. However, there's one clip where I already did that. I think this one. And what I did. No, not this one. Yeah, there we go. So this clip, it's already gone. Let's unmute it. You might go like, hold up. But this is the sample I've created. But now we hear it again all the time. So to make it work again like how we used to, shift mixer, and then we go to C1. Ooh, away. Yeah, here, C1. So this is where our sample is now. Put that in sub 1, where our fill used to be. And now when we play it, nothing happens. See? Except if we do like this. But we can still use all everything that's involved in the fill. For instance, the crash. There you go. So the first method you just use to mainly create the drum fill, have it nice and clean. And to figure things out while jamming, just figure out what you want to happen actually, and use it for certain parts you want. So I still like it to oh, this one doesn't have hi-hats. I still like using it for hi-hats because that's the thing I like to fade in and out. That's all I do with it, but that's up to you, of course. Anyways, I hope you like this method of doing things. I really do, because I used to have like multiple drum machines, and I really like the immediacy of it, that I could just like very quickly press a button and things will happen, things will change dramatically while still being under control. And I feel a bit with the akai 4s that there's slightly too many buttons to press, and I know it's not a lot, especially if you want to mute something in the note. I'll should take it out to the holder so I can show you. Like normally, this is what you'll see, and you can solo and mute, just pressing mute and pressing certain buttons, you know, just like a drum machine. Oh, let me focus for a second. But I'm usually playing like this. I'm in launch mode, and then to be able to do that, I have to first go to note, and then hold mute or solo or whatever I want to do, while I actually just launch the thing. So what I prefer to do is, let's play this, and let's see if I can do it with one hand. So yeah, that way.